Guys, Phyllis here, and I want to update you on the real estate market right here in good old California, Southern California, especially LA County, where I read everything and keep up to date with what's going on so that I can inform you. So this year has been totally different. Don't believe statistics that talk about, well, the market is so hot because last year went up 24%. That was between last year and this year. Well, that's not what's important. What's important is what's happened recently, because that's what a trend is. When you do comps, it's only the last 3 months. So I don't care what happened last year, because what happened last year was that the hedge funds were in here buying up like crazy. They didn't care about comps. They didn't care about, what the values were. They had their own little set of parameters that worked for them. So they would go and outbid us at every turn, and we couldn't get much of anything. It was a tough year last year because we were just constantly outbid. Prices went up astronomically, and it's really a false sense, because usually what happens that makes prices go up is that incomes rise. That's the general thing, but that's not what happened. It was the hedge funds getting in here, and we had a shortage, and so everything, for a while we had like about a 1 month supply of listings. Now the market's still tight here it is now the end of April 2014. So the market conditions are still tight. That's going to slowly change as more people are able to put their houses up on the market. The spring should see a big difference. Less people are upside down. The hedge funds have left town, thank God. Good riddance. Let them go to some other place, like a bunch of locusts. They just came in, devoured everything, and then left. So now the market is becoming more normal, and that's what's important. A normal market is best for investors. I don't want a seller's market. I don't want a buyer's market. I want a normal market. Our days on the market are increasing. Prices have kind of, believe it or not, prices since last about June through maybe March of this year were basically flat. And in some cases they went down a little. So the market stopped going up so crazily. As of last month, prices have started to come up again, but I think we're not hitting absurd numbers. We're going to hit normal numbers, 4 to 5% a year. That's what's normal, and that's good for us, because it's up to you as investors to educate the sellers to say, just because last year things went up, blah, 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 it's not happening now. In fact, I tell my students that anytime you see any kind of negative articles about real estate, cut them out. And when you're making an offer, like a presentation to a seller, a lot of times you have to educate them as to what's working now. And part of negative publicity that you cut out from the Times or wherever is going to help you educate them, so they don't think, well, maybe I'll just wait till next year and prices will be up even more, because that was last year, and that is not what's happening now. So that's why I think this is the best time I've seen in a couple of years to be able to invest in real estate. It's tough, even though maybe 2011 was the best because you would have gotten the best prices. It's scary to invest at the bottom. It's stupid to invest at the top. So now we're at a point where prices have come up enough where, we're so far from the bottom that you're not going to have negative overtones. It's just going to be going up slowly the way it should be. So that's not scary. I don't want you to wait till the top, because that's where you can get into a lot of trouble. But this is a really good time to invest. And so I want you to understand that you need to get in there and just do it, because things are really good for us. So get in there and do it, folks.